All right, this is Pops, and yes, I've been enjoying Transformers and G.I. Joe and everything going on over there. So I thought, well, Dynamite's putting out a new ThunderCats series. Declan Shalvey's there with Drew Moss. I thought, well, let's give it a go. Let's give it a look. Could I possibly find some more nostalgia love? Could I? Now, a good thing about their book is they actually show us all these different variant covers. And I have to tell you what, look at this one. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool cover right there. But yeah, there's different variant covers. This is one that's popular with just the eyes. Here's one. Yeah, this is this complete facial transformation there. Here's the sexy Chitara one. Here's the action figure variant. But yeah, Declan Shalvey, like I said, Drew Moss does the art. So the story in the beginning is Exodus. It's pretty much a recounting. If you're familiar with the ThunderCats cartoon and the lore and all that, you'll find it. Here is the first look you get on the cat. Wily Kit's over here. I do not like Tigra's face with this weird, long, white facial hair like that. I thought that was like one of the worst designs. Panthro, Chitara is fine. Everything else looks good. And then basically just a little recap from the cartoon. Everything actually aligned very, very well. It talks about Jaga, it talks about getting them there, and then how his pod malfunctions because he aged physically, but not mentally. And then, of course, you have some of the training, some of the responsibilities coming to play out. But again, we're going to see something happen here. Notice the art. The art takes a huge step down very rapidly. And then we waste an entire page. So here's the page for the survival of the ThunderCats. Yes, there you are. That's a whole comic book page. What on earth? Okay, then we have training, which was good. Panthro's giving him a little run for his money here with some discs, kind of a Luke Skywalker training sequence. Of course, he takes a shot to the face. He thinks he finally wins, and then of course Panthro knocks him on his behind as a life lesson. Then we cut back over to the other characters. I actually liked all this at this point. I mean, I got the one wasted page and some art inconsistencies, but so far I was in like art so good. All right, now we're gonna have Tigra chasing food, right? Missing. Chitara's there. Banter. Can't stand the face. Can't not stand this white beard thing. It's just I don't know what it is about the exaggeration of it all. Looks terrible. Here's Wily Kit and Cat. They're scuffling, doing their thing, and all of this works in the vein of the cartoon and the theme and the stories and some of that kind of stuff. So I was okay with all of this. Then we kind of go back to the sort of omens, and then we end up with like really, really inconsistent art. So Panther is way in the background. Then he's here. His proportions get, out of whack. Here, nobody has any details on the right. And then we have a little scene where he goes off by himself. The ship shows up. These are the mutants showing up. Thundercats. Oh, yes, they do it. Everybody comes and shows up. Mumm-Ra wakes up. So all of this aligned very, very well. And look at how great these panels are. With Lion-O going into battle, you have all of the mutants kind of lining up there. I thought this was actually very, very good. I really, really thought this worked pretty well. And they kind of have like a nice little fight scene here with a whole bunch of mutants coming to the planet and everybody having to team up. But again, look at Panthro's face here. And look at Panthro's face there. Maybe, look, if you can't draw Panther, if it's just a character you can't draw, then maybe you need to find ways to do it in a manner that can play into your strengths. Because, yeah, that's brutal. And then it's just like a whole page. And again, it's a whole page of just absolutely unfinished work. So in the action sequence, the art completely vanishes from Wily right here. No nose at all. Cheap, generic, digital filler stuff. Like it was all rushed. Look at this. That's supposed to be a change. Like even the size of the nose is different. Like I understand the expression with the eyes is changing, but the size of the nose and stuff is completely different. And we got to be honest, even the shadows are different. It's just it is just terrible. Absolutely. I'm so distracted by how bad some of the art some of the panels are, because then there's other panels that are good, and then this panel, Lionel doesn't have any facial features. So it's like I just can't get it. I just can't get the story is fine actually. It moves very very quickly into this battle. Of course, he's young, he's arrogant, he's brash. Totally aligns with early ThunderCats, and then of course, then the Sword of Omens gets broken and shatters. And I was like, okay, this is really really cool. This is really really good. Now, what is weird is it just abruptly the story just abruptly stops. Like the sword shatters, he drops to his knee. Everyone's looking around. I don't know where the mutant is here and here, but I don't understand where anyone else goes. It just totally the story just stops, and then there's a quick little end with Mumm-Ra and a ghost of Jaga, which by the way, Mumm-Ra looks great. So, you know, it's not holding a candle to anything else. At least story wise, it was not the worst thing in the world. I was fine with it, but some of the art, I mean, just massive inconsistencies, whole panels, lack of details, digital flatness, just kind of a mess in that regard. So not opposed to enjoying some more nostalgia and staying down that road. I will be honest with you, but yeah, this would not be one that I would race out to. Oh my god, I gotta have it. A couple of the alternate covers are kind of cool, but not enough to get super excited about. So that's my general take on it. I am Pops.